Hi Taurus, Eva here from Liable Tarot with your weekly reading for the last week of 2019. And I was looking here at your cards. I already shuffled them quite well and laid them on the table. And I can see, I felt this sort of two sides for you this week. On the one side, I think you are doing great in terms of money and maybe even careers, on that aspect, you're doing really well. But I think you want more this week. You want to maybe dedicate more time to your family, or you want to start a family, could also be that. You want to have more of that family side and not so much a professional side or the success side on that, on the material part of your life. And I think there was a change recently in your past that sort of caused that and made you think like that. So this is a weekly reading, so maybe it was something happened last week. But I do see you want to start something here. And I think you will go very soon either on a physical trip or maybe it's a journey, the soul or whatever, searching for something. But I think more of a trip, because together with the Page of Wands, these two cards actually suggest a trip. Could be a business trip, and it is a successful one because you are really surrounded here by success. So if that's the case, you really got it. But just be careful, because how you see yourself this week, you're a bit overwhelmed. You have a lot on your plate, probably work, and you're feeling a bit, you're carrying too much weight on your back, shoulders, and so on. So be a bit careful with that. It could be also because the environment is throwing at you quite a few things, and you're sort of like you don't know which direction to go this week. You're a bit like, I wonder if that's the right way to go. And you hope that that way will bring you closer to your family, whatever that means in your life. So you want to get, it's funny because you have two tens here. You have the one that signifies you or symbolizes you this week is this 10 of coins here, which Pentacles, which basically says, you got it all, a job or career or money-wise, you're really good. And what you hope is to have the same thing, but with your family in your home. Okay? And I think you're going to have it, because in your outcome card, you have a major breakthrough. And also at the bottom of the tarot, because I also checked for the final message, you have the Hierophant. So I'm wondering are you proposing maybe? Or are you sort of officializing a relationship? Is that what this is all about as well? Because Hierophant normally refers to that sort of thing. So it could be that, and maybe the trip is sort of a mini honeymoon or something like that. Could be that. If it's more, work related, maybe there is a decision that needs some external approval and you finally get it. But I see you really well on the work and money front, and you want to invest now in your more personal side of life. The only sort of, let's put it, bad card, it's not really bad, is what's crossing you this week, which is the Five of Swords. So I'm tempted to say this is more at work. Maybe there's a bit of rivalry, or maybe your sort of your personality there is you really go for it so much that you may alienate some of your colleagues, because either by your success or the way you get to that success. So maybe, and you work a lot. So it could be that approach, makes you not so famous or so popular at work. Just be careful there. I think the question is it worth winning at all costs? This is what this card says. So we don't have to be so dramatic like that, but maybe your approach is, leave no prisoners, and that creates a bit of tension. So I'm also going to pull 3 cards for you, Taurus, for this week. These are oracle cards, okay? And for everyone in the readings, I often don't explain this. I don't think I ever have. But I also have quite a collection here of crystals, if you can see there. And I have for this season, while I shuffle, I'll explain you. Have a few there. And for your health, you have the green whale malachite. Christmas. is good and the year, but it leaves you a bit drained of energy sometimes. So for your health. And also caustic, the yellow one, is just to really work on your third chakra that gives you the energy, vitality. You have your Mercury stone. This is actually an unpolished ruby. It doesn't look like a ruby, right? And that's for your heart, for love, which I think is important in this season, to just share and have an open heart, right? And then the final one is just a rainbow for it, which is really beautiful and just aligns and keeps balancing all chakras in your life, which is important. Again, this can be a very stressful season as well, and leave us a bit, then you have to go back to work. So good to have balance as well. So let's take the first card in the area of love for you, Taurus. Let's see what extra messages we have. You're ready. Well, so if you're taking a step more in compromise, in getting to some sort of a more formal relationship, you're ready for that. Maybe in the past you haven't been so, eager to get into a more serious relationship, but now I think you are. Now for work, career, or even studies, if that's what you're doing, take action. Okay, so maybe this trip is some sort of action. You need to, I don't know, finish some sort of a deal or something, and you have to go there, or you have to visit someone to finalize something. And then the final card, Taurus, is for your health, well-being, in general. Opportunity. There you go. Opportunity for me with your reading here does sound like you have the opportunity now to reach your goal. You know what I mean? What you hope is to maybe establish a family or develop a bit more your family side. If you're already, in a family couple relationship, there is a good chance of doing that now, that you can achieve what you want. That's how I see it. So there you go, Taurus. That's your last week of 2019 message. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know, of course, in your comments how it resonated with you. And I also have a small message after this with a few new offers I have. So take a look if you're interested. And until we meet again, I'm sending you much love and light. Hey everyone, Eva here from Leap of Faith Tarot. This time face-to-face, to let you know about some offers that I'm going to launch this January and also throughout the year. So I have already a couple of them in mind, and I wanted to do a quick presentation on what they are. And if you're interested, of course, you can always ask for them, and I will show you and tell you exactly how to. So one of the offers I'm thinking is, so as you know, I do weekly tarot readings, so that I'm always gonna keep, and I want to thank you from already from the heart. Really, all your nice comments and subscriptions I've had is really rewarding to see how that impacts your life and how you see it in your life as well. I always like to know how it expressed in your week, what I said. But I also wanted to offer a bit more. So let's call it a seasonal offer that I have. Will be 2020 yearly personal reading. So I will do a tarot reading for each month of the year. It's quite simple. And with tarot cards, I may also use oracle cards, which I use in my weekly readings as well. And I may use 2 tarot decks just if I want to get some clarification of the months. It's for the whole year. And because I'm filming this at the end of December, so it will be from February 2020 up until February 2021. So 1 full year. Now, to get this reading for free, completely for free, all you have to do really is in the next 2 weeks on my weekly videos. So I will put 2 weekly readings, one for the week starting the 30th and the next one for the week starting the 6th. So only on those 2 weeks, if you subscribe and add a comment as you subscribe saying, hey Eva, I'm really interested in getting the 2020 yearly reading, something like this. Then I'll know, you are a candidate for it. I will select completely randomly and no preference. I don't know you guys, so I will just randomly pick 2 people out of those that subscribe and leave a comment saying they're interested. I will choose 2 people that will get the yearly reading. And then I will just ask in the comment for you to, contact me by email. I have an email in the channel, and say exactly, how would you like me to send it. Probably will be just a YouTube video just for you, that only you have access, and I will confirm it in the comment section. Hey, you want it? Something like that. Very simple. So this is a sort of very offer just for this period of the new year. So just to confirm, it's for the next 2 weeks. So when I do the weekly readings for the 30th, week starting the 30th and week starting the 6th. After that, I won't do it anymore because, then I'll be doing it for March. It's no longer the full year, so it's a bit tricky. Now, the second offer I have is a bit different. So I've been doing tarot for a long, long time, more than 20 years. And more recently, I've also become a master, a Reiki master and a practitioner. So it's something I also like a lot. And I think it kind of, tarot and Reiki for me is all about energy. So they kind of, intertwine very well. And what I would like to offer for those interested is every once a week, I will send Reiki to the people that subscribe to my channel, and that leave a comment in the weekly reading saying, "Hi Eva, I'm interested in getting the Reiki." That's how I will do it. My intention when I do the Reiki, distance Reiki, of course, because you're not here with me, I cannot do it in person. And I will explain how that works. But basically, when I do the Reiki once a week, it will be with the intention for all of those that subscribe and would like to receive it. So if you haven't subscribed, then you're not going to be included in it. It's as simple as that. If you have subscribed but you're actually like, Reiki is not for me, I'm not interested, that's fine, because you also won't be included by default. It's just for those that subscribe and are interested in getting it. Okay, so simply putting it, if I think nowadays people are quite aware of what Reiki is, but just to give you a very quick explanation, there's no voodoo, no nothing wrong. I'm not going to do anything to you, and if you don't want to receive it, that's fine. It's just an offer I'm putting out there for whoever wants it. And I see it as Reiki is just energy, and sort of energy that will help you to fulfill whatever goal you have in your life, whatever intention, or to help you with a problem. So I definitely do not believe that Reiki, and if anyone tells you, "Oh, I'm going to do a Reiki session on you and heal you from, cancer or whatever," I really do not subscribe to that idea. That is not for me the whole idea of Reiki. Reiki is not healing anyone or taking away the disease, but is helping you, giving you the energy that you need when you're out of balance to get to what you want. And it can be as simple as, I'm going to have a test next week and I'm feeling really anxious about it. My intention is to just be a bit calmer and be able to study. Or, I'm having a job sort of interview. I would like it to go well. That's my intention, that I can be well and do it well. Or it can be something more serious, if you have some sort of problem, health problem, so on. It's like I said, it won't heal you. That's not the intention, but it will allow you and your body to be in the best shape possible to fight whatever is happening there. So Reiki normally is done when people are in a sort of energy imbalance, which is what disease is, actually. So all of us have chakras. Most of us know what it is, but it's basically just centers of energy in our body in several regions. And when they are out of balance, it can create a bit of disturbance physically, mentally, psychologically, in every single field. So my offer of Reiki can be done also, Reiki normally is done in person, but it can also be done distance-wise, because really distance is not being in different countries and so on is not really an obstacle for Reiki, which is great for you and for me. So what I will do is, and I always do with distance Reiki, if of course it's for a specific person I know, and they tell me, hey, Ev, I would like to, can you send me Reiki for this specific intention? That's not the case here. So I will do it for the highest good and for your intentions to become true in the best way possible. So that's a very general, but allows you to be to then adapt to your reality. So if you're interested in that, very simple, every once a week I will do it. You just have to subscribe if you haven't already, and just leave a comment under one of my videos, under your zodiac sign, for example, and say, hey, I'm interested, and I will include you, okay? So if you're not interested, even if you're subscribed, don't worry, you won't get it. That's fine, and I respect that as well. So if you have questions, of course, you can always contact me by email or just leave a comment in my videos, and I'm glad to clarify anything about Reiki and also the yearly reading. But basically these two offers is what I have now. I think I'm thinking of more things to come, as I really do enjoy doing these readings in YouTube. It's really, really interesting for me as well as a tarot reader. It's a new experience, as I'm used to doing it face to face and in presence there with someone. So this is quite different. And I'm also preparing a few other offers to come in the future. But for now, these are the two ones that I wanted to really present to you. So as usual, let me know your feedback as well. If this is something you're interested, you'd like to see something else, because I have a few thoughts, but maybe you come up with something and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So completely open for feedback. Let me know what you think. And yeah, for the next 2 weeks, if you're interested, go for it. I will select for the 2020 yearly reading randomly, but there's a chance for everyone. And the Reiki you can always have if you subscribe and you're interested. That's really it. Thank you all for joining me, and I'm wishing you for 2020 and in your daily life, as usual, much love and light.